Alrighty, time for another edition of Science Sunday. Of course, we're here at the Connecticut Science Center and joined by Aoife Ryle.
Good morning.
Good morning. So this Thursday is Earth Day. So exciting.
I know, one of our favorite days.
Yes, it is fantastic. The rooftop garden opens, and you guys have a special event that we'll be talking about in just a moment. But it's also a good kind of segue to talk about composting.
Yeah. So I learned something recently that blew my mind, and it has to do with how organic matter, so like think food waste, food scraps, break down in a compost versus in a landfill.
All right.
So I think you'd think, right, they break down the same. But this is a little experiment you can try at home to kind of show that that's not really true.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to put some food scraps into a glass bottle, plastic bottle. I use beakers because we're at the Science Center.
There we go.
And then you're going to fill that up with water.
Okay.
And this is to represent what happens in a landfill. Now, in a landfill, oxygen can't get into that food waste.
How full?
All the way. You're going to fill it up all the way.
All
Yeah.
right.
Whereas in a compost, oxygen can get in, and that's the big difference. So things are going to break down differently. There's different microorganisms and bacteria at play, whether there's oxygen present or not.
All right.
Nice job. There you go. Oh, you got that first try. It took me forever.
Oof, I was worried.
Yeah. So you're also going to set up one with just water as a control.
Okay.
And then you're going to leave them for a couple days in a sunny spot.
All right.
So I've left this one for a while. It's got raspberries in it. And you'll see this gas that's been produced. You see
Yeah, the
that
balloon's a
balloon?
little, it's fuller than the one we just did. Yeah.
That's actually methane.
Oh.
So in a landfill, when there's no oxygen getting to this food while it's decomposing, we're producing methane. Whereas in a compost, because oxygen can get in, there's different microorganisms at work, we create carbon dioxide, which is a better greenhouse gas for the
Than the
environment.
methane.
Yeah, methane is 25 times worse, the greenhouse gas, than carbon dioxide.
Pretty incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also in composting too, you get fertilizer, right?
Yeah, you
It's
can
homegrown.
reuse it, repurpose. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to show you really quickly how to do one at home. This is just an empty plastic bottle. I have some soil that I pulled from outside. That's where the microorganisms come from that actually do all the work. I'm gonna put in some newspaper. That breaks down really nicely. They like to feed on that. You can also put in like some grass clippings from outside.
Okay.
Works great. Any like lawn care stuff.
Yeah, grass is starting to grow.
Yeah, I got some food scraps from the kitchen. Just keep layering this in. And then you're gonna leave this in, sunny spots work well.
Okay.
You're gonna turn it maybe once a week so that oxygen can get in. And the other important thing is it needs a little bit of water. So we're gonna just pour a little bit of water in there if you don't mind.
Let me say a little.
Yeah, just
Tell
keep
me
it
when.
damp. That's probably good.
Okay.
So that water, a little bit of oxygen, those microorganisms, and that organic matter, that's what's going on there, right? Those microorganisms are chomping on that organic matter, breaking it down, and we're gonna end up with some beautiful compost.
So you said in sunlight. Does this need to be inside or outside?
Either, right?
Okay.
You can compost outside in your backyard. You can also do a tabletop one in your kitchen.
All right. And then you said just turn it. How often?
Usually about once a week.
All right.
And you might notice it gets a little warm, but that's good, right? There are living organisms in there that are eating.
Wonderful. All right. So again, Thursday is Earth Day.
Yes.
And you guys have a special virtual event happening through the Science Center.
Yeah, we have another one of our Straight Talk events, which have been really successful and really fun. And this one is about Earth Day, so it's called Nature and Nurture. And then we actually have an all-female panel to talk about the environment and kind of like helping protect Mother Earth.
Okay.
So it should be really interesting.
So something where you need to go to ctsciencecenter.org, obviously, to learn more about it, but also to secure your spot. And it's pay as you wish.
Yes. Yeah.
So contributing, or contributing, making contributions or contributing, so I make a new word, as you see fit to help, the Science Center.
Yeah, so we hope to see you there.
All right, Aoife, thank you so much. And we'll, of course, see you for another edition of Science Sunday next weekend.